I got my girl here. I set up this fire. You know, why is it that there's a new trend every couple months where somebody has to buy a water bottle? First it was Hydro Flasks, and then it was the Stanleys, and now it's Owala water bottles. So I went and I bought my own water bottle. Look what I just got. You are not gonna wanna see the look on the other girls' faces when I walk up into the first day of 7th grade with this. The main material is clay, and the lid is orange and brown, and seafoam green on the top, and then lake foam green with the handle. And you can handle it. You can handle you can carry it. It's transportable. I'm gonna take it through the ringer, baby. I wanna know if I'm buying a water bottle, not only does it have to look disgusting so everybody around me can look at me and say, wow, that's so unique. But also, it needs to hold up to durability testing. I want to have confidence that my water bottle is going to be able to withstand the tasks that I throw at it everyday life, daily driver. And it has to keep itself cold, it has to be leak-proof, it has to be waterproof, cold-proof, hot-proof, heights-proof, metal-proof, car-proof. It has to be proof of most things, except for drinking. I want to also be able to drink out of it functionally and use it as a normal water bottle would be used as. It has instructions because of the clientele that they have to use these. You need to lift to unlock, and then you need to push button. And then once you push button, you get the inside view. It says nicely done to congratulate you on being able to open your water bottle that you bought and don't know how it works. It's got vibrant colors. They tried to go with like a earth tone / pastel look. I don't know how well it turned out necessarily.
Whoa! Whoa!
Can you hear that?
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
How does that sound? Does that sound good? It has this straw here. It's removable. It's orange like the rest of it. And that works. It's a straw for sure. And then as far as pouring, that works too. You even get a few ice cubes out of there. How does it hold up to being sprayed by the minion? Pretty good, pretty good. Whoa, I wouldn't want any paint to chip off, so I think that's the first thing I'm gonna test. So if I have it in my pocket and I'm going about my day, what would happen if my keys started to jiggle around in my pocket? What I'm gathering here is that this would not fare very well in a pocket. It has a little bit of paint chipping. I mean, if you had this sitting in a backpack, even with a knife or maybe a keys or maybe something else that's metal that you put in a backpack, like a MacBook Air, then it would start scratching and it would start getting damaged. How are you supposed to free sip out of that? The other thing I'm wondering is it soundproof? If somebody put a bug in my water bottle, somebody was trying to spy on me, would they be able to? The plan is just to take the microphone, have that go in the water bottle, and see if they can hear.
Hello!
So that should give us a pretty good idea of how it sounds if somebody were to bug the water bottle. Now another thing I'm curious about is the drop protection. Just a normal amount of drop. Do a couple more times. Now if we see what the damage looks like, some paint chipping off of the bottom, you got some dents, maybe some scratches. This scratch is still there. What if it just hit something? Would it just start denting? Let's take a look at what that did. Really, it's actually not too bad. Drop protection, not so much. The paint is a little weak on the bottom end. Does it stand up straight? Yes. Now the only other thing drop-proof wise that I would be concerned about is, does it hold up to the same amount of dropping if it's full of water? Because as we know, water weighs weight, water has mass. You can see it's full of water, full to the brim. And it does weigh quite a bit more. You know, it's noticeably, it weighs more. So will it hold up to the same standard? Let's see. So as you can see, it's taken a beating. It has some chipping of the paint all over the bottom. I mean, it's bent. It is not doing well. Can I tell you what? Oh, it has instructions. Look at that. Hand washing the cup is recommended to preserve its finish. Do not use harsh chemicals. You don't even need harsh chemicals. The finish is already not doing too hot. Now, I'm sure some of you are familiar with the egg drop test, where you put an egg in a protective casing of some sort, and you see how high you can drop it before the egg shatters into a billion pieces. How well can a Owala water bottle protect the inside contents of what is inside of it? First, I'm gonna fill it with water and then drop it from like a normal height. And then I'll not fill it with water and drop it from high. The egg goes right in the water, provides some stability for it. I'm just walking along, you know, or I'll use the handle. Walking along, oh, I dropped it. Is the egg okay? Oh, it got really close. You see that? It's mildly compromised, but if you had something fragile in your Owala water bottle and you needed to carry it and keep it safe, you could do it. I'm gonna put the egg back in there. We're just gonna see how it does from a fairly high drop height. I would go as far as to say the egg did not survive. It didn't make it. Owala water bottle, not good for this. Not good for this. Don't use it for that. Right now, the Owala water bottle is in the freezer and it's being tested in terms of how cold it can get. I want to know how hot it can get. So I set up this fire. Here's the water bottle. There's ice inside, but the straw is also inside, so I can't take the top off. The best way to do this is to gingerly put it on something sturdy and just have it sit right up in there. And we can see what happens when it gets nice and warm. It's looking pretty good. It's got even a little bit red hot in some parts. Now let's see if we can turn over the water bottle to get a different angle here on what's going on. Oh no, my Owala. It's all right. These things are durable. Falls in there, you just get it right back out. I think now maybe it's time we try and press the button and see if the water inside has kept it nice and cool. It said the water stays cool inside for 24 hours. It hasn't quite been 24 hours. I could weather a guess that the water isn't quite as cool as it used to be when we put it in there. It's just fine. It seems to be just a tad bit contaminated, but it seems to be completely leak-proof as it said on the packaging. Now we know that the Owala water bottle can clearly be used in certain sports, like the one with the bat and the ball, baseball. Can it be used in other sports, like for example the one with the cart and the ball, and the tee and the mallet? Croquet. I don't have croquet or a horse, but I do have this, which resembles the croquet apparatus instrument that they use to do croquet. If this was the croquet ball and this was the croquet hit part, how would it fare if I forgot my croquet ball and I instead needed to use my hydration device? Well, this is what I'm going to try to find out. Let's try that one more time. Let's see how it fared. Now, if I had to guess, I would say this part was probably from the croquet ball, but everything still opens fine. Everything seems to be in good working condition. So let's just try one more time. Still holds, still screws and unscrews and everything. All that's different is this small part. There's the Owala water bottle durability. If you wanted to use it for croquet, I'm sure you could probably get that out if you really needed to. Now, once you get a water bottle like one of these, you're obviously going to have to be fighting off women with a stick, so to speak. But what if I don't have a stick? You know, these broads are chasing all after me. They want my number, they want my contact information, they want my social security number if they're Chinese. It's a lot to deal with. The problem may in fact be the solution. I bet to fight these women off, instead of having to use your proverbial stick, you can use your literal water bottle. I got my girl here and she's gonna be my demo to see how well it would work to fight off this girl with a stick, with a wall of water. Let's do an example. Oh, hey, you're so hot with your water bottle, you're so hot. Stop. I don't want any part of this. Oh, but I still love you. Ah! And then she attacks you. Ah! She attacks you. You can't let that happen. Let me show you what's supposed to happen. Ah! No! 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 And the good thing about women is that they won't damage your water bottle. You'll be able to drink out of your water bottle good as new, even after fending off yourself from an attack from an admirer. The Owala water bottle can in fact be used if you're being taken advantage of or somebody's trying to come after you in a manner that you don't want them to. You can always, no more lady problems for you guys.